Hi, how are you? Thank you so much for joining me today. And in the episode today, I want to talk about rebuilding yourself from the broken pieces. What I wanted to talk about is when life breaks you down into pieces. You feel like nothing is going for you and you're behind. You're behind, way behind, comparing to everyone else. The people at your age, the people younger, older. And the grass always seemed to be so greener on the other side. And it's make it even harder to focus on yourself and improve. Well, those are the things that I'm going through right now. And it is not fun to be here. So I went home last night and got another midlife crisis or mid-20 crisis or breakdown. I didn't drink any alcohol though. I didn't eat any junk food. Did nothing. I was just laying in the couch. Well, laying on the floor actually. Looking at the ceiling. And I did nothing. Nothing but just laying there looking at the ceiling. And I've learned to be so comfortable with just being by myself, facing my own thoughts. Because well, back in the day, it would drive me crazy if I just do nothing. Just looking into the darkness and just do nothing. That would be impossible for me to do. I had to find something to do. I had to just do something to occupy myself from facing the thought, the fears, the failures, the things I didn't do. In my head, I had to face them, and it's scary. But lately life just know how to really break me down and just make me feel like I'm a weirdo, you know? Like, why am I so different from everybody else? All I wanted was just a life. But what I've come to realize is that I have been living a life that was never true to myself. But it was for other people, for the society. I wanted to be like everybody else, but the more I tried to be like everybody else, the more uncomfortable I feel, the more out of place I feel. But like, after all of these things have been happening, they make me realize that I no longer have to put on a show. You might be wondering what show. Well, the show and the mask that I put on every day, every years, every month, every weeks, all my life actually. Well, probably after I turn 9, 10. Probably after when I go to school. I'm in, elementary school, and they put you in line, tell you what to do, and you have to follow the rules and behave a certain way. So yeah, it's like I was just laying there in my room or in the apartment, and for the first time on a Sunday, it is almost 12 o'clock, and I have done nothing all day but just laying here on the floor, looking at the ceiling. I did sit up and meditate for 45 minutes, but most of the time I just laying here looking at the ceiling. And I cover my eyes, and I was just looking into the darkness. And it's like layer and layers of light that I saw when I closed my eye. It's slowly peeling away, chipping away. And after a while, all I could see is darkness. Pure darkness. No more layer and layers that cover my vision when I was closing my eye and cover it. And I realized that I don't have to be the person that I am not truly am anymore. It's like I don't have to act a certain way, do things a certain way, and live my life a certain way anymore. Why do I have to live my life according to other people? Why do I have to get that degree? Why do I have to get that job? To please anyone? Why do I have to get that job? Because it make me feel more of a person, more valuable. Why do I need to act a certain way so people won't judge me for who I am? Why do I have to shy away from certain situations? Because I'm afraid of being judged. Why do I need to accomplish all these things so I could finally feel enough as I am? I was just laying there asking myself all of these questions. And all of it, all of the things that I do, the thing that I say, the way that I think, all of it is based on other people. It's like I do things so people won't judge, so people would look at me differently, that would admire me, that would want to be around me. Why do I need to do all of that? Why do I need to hide my true self away because I feel like my truest self is not what society wants, not my family. It's not what my family, wants, or friends, or anyone. Why can't I take off the mask and just live my truest self? And really, who am I really? Am I that person that graduated college and not using a degrees and just working at a job that everyone else thinks is a job for losers, or having coming from where I came from, or what I look like, or whatever it is that I feel so insecure about. Does it really matter? Does any of it really matter? Why do I really need to act a certain way when I see certain people? Why? Well, I'm afraid of being judged if I'm not acting a certain way. So, once again, I buried myself away and put on a mask and put on a show, just like every time. And it's like everywhere I go, I put on different masks. I go home, I put on a different mask. Go to work, go to the gym. It's like different places. I have different masks on. And it's like I changed myself in the process, trying to fit in. But that version of me is not the real me, It's just me trying to fake, trying to be someone that I am not. And the people that like me for that version of me was never really liking me for who I really am. So why not just being yourself, loving yourself, and just be who you want to be, and the people that like you for who you really are, they'll be there. You don't have to put on a mask anymore. You still have to, but not that much, right? You can just try it slowly every single day, just a little bit. A little bit. And once I realized that I don't really need to be somebody else to live my life a certain way, to live my life is to please anyone, I felt like I dropped a huge weight on my back that I've been carrying all my life. Because sometimes people judge you, people look at you a different way. And people that treated you badly, deep down inside, they are reflecting their own pain into you. Because I encounter good people too. It feels great. And those people, they bring out the best in you. And also the worst people. But at the end of the day, they are just reflecting their own pain into you. So if they're treating you badly, it is because that they are being treated badly too. So it's okay. It's okay that those people are looking at you differently. They judge you. They look down on you. But it is not your worth. But it is them. They are damaged. That's why they are reflecting that to you. So if you're really looking at it from a different perspective, those people are in pain. And it's alright. Just let them be. And you can live your own life. And don't take it so personally. Don't take it so personally. Anything. It is not that serious. Right? So why not just live your life? Live the life that you really wanted. You know, get up, go to the gym, do your own things. Stop caring about what they say, they think. Go to the grocery store. If they're looking at you weird, let them be. If they act towards you differently, it's them, it's not you. It's not your word. It's them, they are damaged. And they are reflecting that onto you. Because the people that are in love with themselves, the people that really have peace in their life, they won't say those things to you. They won't treat you that way. And it's just life. And you shouldn't be letting those negative people get the best of you and think of you less than you are, than what you're worth. Just like Jim Carrey say, we all in this together. You know, we all the universe. I am the universe. You are the universe. We are just a piece of the universe experiencing itself. It's not the color that you were born with, not the place that you were born, where you came from, what you look like, what you sound like. We are all the same, the universe. But it's hard to wrap our heads around it and think about it. But it's like I've been laying here just think, and it's really bring me back to life. It's like I don't need to perform anymore. I don't have to be someone that I'm not, so I can feel worthy. I don't have to put on a show. I don't have to be afraid of what other people have to say or think about me. It's okay. It's okay not to have that job, not to have that life that you wanted. And it's alright to be who you are, just as you are. And sooner or later, and soon, you'll find peace within yourself. You finally see the good in everything. And it's alright that certain things don't go the way you want it. But sometimes it will lead you to a better place. And eventually, the right people will show up. The right door will open. And all you gotta do is take the leap of faith and walk through it. Walk into it. But you can't just sit around and do nothing and expect good things to happen. But you have to have faith. Believe that those things will come as long as you put in the work. It doesn't have to be groundbreaking. You don't have to have that perfect career to get there. You don't have to have the perfect body, perfect spiritual, or whatever it is. You just gotta be a little bit better every day. So you know what? I'm gonna do some push-up. I'm gonna do some walk. I'm gonna journal. I'm gonna work on a little, find a little more peace in me. And really, even just from a little thing, just letting go of the need to be accepted by anyone. Because eventually, we all gonna die, they gonna die, and none of this will matter. What matters is how we live our life and the memories we left behind. So, if some people are not meant to be in your life, they are not. If certain situation, life, circumstances, anything that's not happening to you, they may be happening for you. Because if it's not in your life, then it's not meant to be. And it's alright. Because it's making way, it's redirecting you to better things. The thing that were meant for you. Just gotta have faith. Faith that you have a story. You are heading somewhere where you are meant to be. But you have to put in the work. You have to believe and know that these bad days, these uncertainties will pass as long as we keep on going through this fog, because this foggy road is not going to last forever. The only way to get out of it is to keep on going and going. Like sometimes I wanted to talk about certain things and then I go into it and then I just go off the charge. And now I don't even know what I'm talking about. But one thing I've found that I like this very much. So sitting here just yapping, talking about nonsense. I mean, not like anyone's ever gonna listen to this, but it's making me feel good. I feel like I'm rediscovering myself every day. Even though it feels like nothing changed. Even though it feels like I'm living the same life every single day. Nothing had changed yet. But I have faith. I believe that good thing will come as long as you keep on going. This fog will clear if you keep on going. Sooner or later you will see the other side. But we have to keep on going. Because that's the only way out. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope I'll see you on the next one.